Right then, so today we're going to be doing a little job on the Rover 25. This was meant to be done, well, since the day I bought the car really. We're going to be showing you how to replace the heater resistor on these Rovers. It doesn't really, I mean, Rover 45, Rover 25, Rover 200, 400. Slightly different on the TF, but you get the same idea. It's pretty much just the same, removing the glove box and getting the thing out. But yeah, in this box we have a new and improved version of the heater resistor. So this one, instead of having a little coil things, you've got like the ceramics which have the coils in instead. A lot more durable and a lot better at doing its job. This was from Discount MG Rover Spares, so I can leave a link in the description, so if you actually need one of these you can go there and get one yourself. But yeah, these here are a lot better than the original ones, which I think are a Honda part because we're in the Honda Civic and the Concerto and all that stuff. So yeah, and then Rover just used it throughout the range as well. But yeah, so we're going to fit this today, and yeah, should be quite a simple job for you to follow along with if you need to do it yourself. But before I do get into this job, I'll show you what I mean. I've got the ignition on, and as you can see, here are your 3 dials. This one controls heater speed, and yeah, so we go to 1, nothing happens. 2, it works, but then it slowly dies down a bit after a while. There we go. And then 3 and 4, they work perfectly fine. But it is also, I have seen cases where number 3 also goes as well. Number 4 doesn't go because there's nothing going through. There's no resistance on number 4, so it only affects 1, 2 and 3. Right, so first things first, glove box. This is where the heater resistor is. It's behind the glove box. And to get the glove box off, it's quite a simple job. You've got 2 bolts. We just tape this down. Remove all the gubbins if you really want. I don't know how much stuff you've got in there, probably lots of stuff, but there is a bolt under here where I'm just showing you there, as you can see. And that is one of the points of where the glove box is mounted to. So take them off. There's one on both sides. There's one on each side. So yeah. So these bolts here, these are 8mm, and that one just seemed to come off quite easily actually. It's quite loose already. And then the other side as well, just loosen this one off. I don't want to loosen one off and then the other because I don't want to put strain on the plastic, you see, so decided to use a screwdriver instead to get these out because it's a bit more of a easier tool to use. Without trying to get my hand in the way as well, so there we go. And then now that they're both off, all you need to do is just lift up a bit. There we go. And that is the glove box off. So nice and simple really. Right then, so now the glove box is off. As we can see, we have total view of all the gubbins behind it. That there is the cabin filter, which we're also going to replace because it's good practice, especially when doing this, because having a dirty cabin filter can put stress on the heater blower as well. This here is the heater resistor. This is a thing that we will be replacing. So yeah, the next job really is just to take off this bracket here, which is just, you know, a bit of support. So yeah, it's just some small bolts there as well. So yeah. So let's get these little bolts off. These are a 7. There's 1. There's 2. Nice and easy. There's 1. And there's 2. Right, so now that's off, we have full access to the cabin filter, and also we've got a bit more access to this here. Right, so as you can probably see, this heater resistor has 2 screws here, and you may be thinking, right, that's going to be a very tight space to get a screwdriver in. Well, it is, yes, it is. And ideally, if you could have some sort of ratchet with a connector that allows you to put screw bits on, which is what I've got here. So we're going to use these today, and hopefully those screws should come out nice and easy. Fingers crossed. It's never simple, is it? So yeah, my hand is probably going to get in the way of this, but it doesn't really matter, does it? You get the gist, I think. And there we go, there's the second one out. Nice one. So that should just lift off. And as you can see, that is your old heat resistor. A lot different to the one that we've got. So this connector, just push on the tab. And this has probably not been done ever, so it's going to be a bit stiff. I've done these before, and on the other 25 it just came off straight away. There we go. That's where it's, yeah, not the best. So yeah, this one has definitely seen better days. Number 2, which is this one here, this was only just touching, so that's probably the reason why it was going all right at first, and then after a while it dies down and then slows down. So number 2, well, as you can see, we're just made of nothing really. Bit rubbish really. You can just easily pull that off with, you know, that's number 3, and number 3's a bit more sturdier because it's got, you know, but yeah, there we go. So that is the old one off, and that can go in the bin where it belongs. Okay, so this is the new heater resistor, looking very nice and sturdy. And basically all you need to do is see this lip here, this comes this way, so that's how it should look like when it's sat in, and just plonk that where the original one used to be. There we go. So that is in, and then really all you need to do, put the screws in and fit the connector. So we'll join back once I've done that. Right, so all the screws are in. Let's just plug this back in now. Make sure it's in properly. There we go. And that is your new heater resistor installed. But we're not finished just yet. We do have the new cabin filter. So let's turn our heads to this. And as you can see, you may be thinking, how do you get this out? Well, you just pop your hand underneath here. There should be a little tab that you can feel just there. Push it down, and that just lifts off this little cover here. And as you can see, that looks like it has not been changed in a very, very long time. Oh, that's going to go all over my new mats as well. Wow. So yeah, there we go. That's definitely seen better days, hasn't it? It's not even the right shape anymore. Oh, yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to get maybe a Hoover nozzle in there. There's God knows what in there. But yeah, that's that off. I'm going to have to shake all my bloody mat out because it's covered in bloody God knows what now. Anyway, so here is the new one. And that just slots in like so. Get your little cover back on. go. And Bob's your uncle, that's the cabin filter fitted. Right, so before fitting the glove box, it's always good to make sure that it actually works. So we'll put the ignition on. Try number 1. There we go. Very subtle breeze. Number 2. There we go. Number 3. Yep. Number 4. Lovely stuff. All 4 heater speeds are now working, which is great. So there we go. All I need to do now is get the aircon regassed and we should be golden. Right, so that is the glove box on. I wasn't going to show you me putting it back on because it's pretty much the reversal of what I did. I sound like a Haynes manual, I know, but there we go. So yeah, glove box is all on, and yeah, we're done for this little job. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I hope it helps if you're in the same situation as what I was in. And yeah, we'll see you in another video.